Can I welcome everyone here to the Australian Institute of Sport, which seems like an appropriate location to be asking these sort of big questions. I feel a bit in awe looking around the room, and having had a look through the list of people who are in the room today, I feel a bit in awe and slightly intimidated by the brain power that we have in this room. And what I'm really impressed with is the great cross section of representatives we have. I suppose a little challenge I'd like to put to all of us today is that if we can't, as a group, come up with some good ideas and some good thinking, then what group in Australia could, or indeed the world could?
The Future of Australian Sports project looks at trends in sports, from social, economic and environmental trends, and major shifts in the nature of sports we play and the types of sports we play into the future. The aim is to inform government and industry so they can make wiser choices on behalf of the Australian people.
It's going to tell us what we need to teach the future sport managers, what skills, what knowledge they're going to need to have in order to engage with the future of Australian sport as identified by this very important seminar.
Our project has identified 6 megatrends about sports, and these are major shifts into the types of sports that Australians are playing. These projects give us an insight into what's happening in the future, so a better informed government can make wiser choices, better informed industry can make wiser choices. We're aiming to build the information environment. Now, because it's a future, we don't know for sure how things will change, so we're exploring possible scenarios and trends, trying to understand what might happen into the future. But ultimately the aim is to help people make wiser choices about the management of sport, which matters so much for Australia, culturally, economically and socially.
And it's good that there's the debate there. I don't think anybody in that room thinks they have all the answers, and that's why we're collectively trying to come up with and identifying and reaffirming some of those trends and maybe some of the responses, helping inform the responses that the Australian Sports Commission and the Australian Government will be able to put in place.
It's important that we think with one mind, albeit there can be robust discussion in getting to that one mind. I think it's critical that we send out clear messages about the importance of participation, right from community sport through to elite sport.
In terms of netball, the key role we can play is as a social change agent around empowering women and girls, social, economic, health benefits, as well as their sports ability in terms of, whether it's on the court, off the court. Those are really one of the key trends for us.
For us in skate, there's all the 6 megatrends that we discussed today are all very much relevant to our sport. We have a particular connection with the youth of today, so generational change is very relevant to us, and being able to adapt and be flexible to what the needs of today's society is.
I guess right now we're actually going through a process ahead of the 2012 Olympic Games, thinking about our 2016 strategic plan. So I guess it'll be quite important for us to ensure that as we look at these trends, we have some strategies in place to deal with those, not just 2016 but well beyond.
It's vital because I think the Australian Sports Commission are probably the only people who can do so, and it touches upon the different aspects, so everything from the CISASs through to the state departments and the sporting organisations themselves.
It's been fantastic to get together with a whole bunch of people right across the sports sector. Look, sport's really important to Australians, and what we know is that there's lots of change occurring in society and that will occur: economic change, demographic change, social change. And we need to be aware of that and use that to help set strategy in the future in partnership with the sports sector.